Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon.
Good evening to you and welcome to high school basketball in 2024. It's the first game of the new year. Happy New Year to you, everybody. Along with Chris Morrow, I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here tonight on the Ankeny Activities Network. Built by, on CISN, built by the Danielle Seifert real estate team here. And we continue to get you ready for the 2024 season with a game. Some states, Chris, do this holiday tournament business. You can't get much closer to the holiday than the day after. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you also. What a great big game coming back day after the New Year.
What an understatement of the year so far. It's Ankeny and Valley tonight. These are two teams that are trending upward as you look into, but both lost on their last regular season games. Valley dropped a game at Southeast Polk by a surprising score, and Ankeny went to the north side of town and lost by a point. So both of these teams, Chris, have that bitter taste in your mouth. What does it do to a squad when you have to deal with something like that? Does it focus you, or what does it do?
Paul, for really good teams that have the aspiration of going down to Wells Fargo for a state tournament, it really focuses them. And it brings our team a little bit closer, and it really gives you something to work on over Christmas break, which maybe didn't get them that win.
Well, you have an opportunity to do a lot of things. Both of these teams taking different approaches. Ankeny has done scrimmages in the past. This year they did not do any scrimmage. They said, hey, we got a game January 2, but Valley scrimmaged. You can't scrimmage any better than the Johnston Dragons. So both these teams are ready to go. Both these teams are going to preach some of the same things, and it starts with defense.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to watch Ankeny play earlier this season, and they put a lot of pressure on the ball and make teams uncomfortable. And then you have Valley, and they're just so deep. They like to put the ball in the hoop. They score a lot of points. Besides their last game against Southeast Polk, but also they get out and pressure, and they like to change up defenses also.
Elise Yeager is a great player for Valley, averaging 14 points a game. She's one of the best in 5A. What stands out to you about her game?
Paul, she can go inside, post you up, but she can also hit the three. So it's hard to guard her. You sag off, she can hit the three. She goes inside, and she just got great post moves, good patience, but she also is really good at finding the open teammate when other teams try to double her.
Tylee White is also in double figures. She's a freshman, so for Matt Udoff's squad, good things ahead and a balanced class approach. But for Ankeny, let's look at the sophomore. It's Jayla Williams, averaging 19 points a game. Her game has absolutely elevated from year 1 to year 2. How has that happened?
I got the opportunity to watch her over the summer in club basketball, and I just love her game. She's energetic on both sides of the court. She will dive after balls. She will go get a bucket. She's the go-getter for the team. And if she's going, the whole team is going. And I really love her game. Like you said, she really jumped that next level this summer and got that offer. And now she's going D1 to play basketball.
4 of the Ankeny starters average double figures, but then it falls off really after that. But for Valley, this is a team that has balanced scoring. Anybody that Coach Udoff puts on the floor finds a way to score. That usually is a good recipe for the season develops.
Yeah, like I said, they're just really deep. And watching the JV game before us, a lot of those girls get some minutes at the varsity level. He's doing a really good job of building a program all the way down. And it's not a rebuild for Valley right now. It's a reload. And he's done a great job of making sure that happens.
We'll talk about keys after the starting lineups, which are coming your way in just a moment. Only one game tonight, only a varsity girls game here on the Ankeny Activities Network in CISN, which is built by Daniel Seifert and the real estate team there. We're just kind of dipping our toe into the new season, but here we go. Let's go to Rodney Tomlinson with tonight's starting lineups as we get ready for the first game of the 2024 calendar year.
Our guests for tonight's CIML matchup are the Tigers from Valley High School. And your Ankeny Hawkins. Head coach for Valley is Matt Utah. Assistants Dennis McDonald, Bert Hanson, and Ashley Adams. Assistant coaches for the Hawkettes, Gary Birdwell, Cody Myers, and Allie Hogan. And the head coach for the Hawkettes, Mr. Nate Toby. And now it's time to meet tonight's starters. From the Tigers, at guard, the 5'4" senior, number 2, Elin Litt. For the Hawkettes, at guard, the 5'11" junior, number 2, Savannah Davis. For Valley, skating 6'1", playing forward, the senior, number 5, Elise Yeager. For Ankeny, hit guard, the 5'6" senior, number 3, Kirsten Chad. For the Tigers, hit guard, the 5'10" freshman, number 11, Tylee White. For the Hawkettes, at 5'10", the sophomore playing guard, number 22, Jayla Williams. For the Tigers, hit forward, the 5'9" sophomore, number 12, Avery Moon. And for the Hawkettes, at guard, the 5'10" sophomore, number 23, Ainsley Keys. For Valley, the 5'9" sophomore, number 22, Ashley Brown. for the Hawkettes at center, the 5'8" senior, number 30, Cassie Johnston. Our athletic trainer from Ankeny Physical Therapy is Grant Waller. And now, to honor America and those who have served the long.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon. Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
The introductions, the anthems. It's now time to play some basketball. It's Valley and Ankeny here tonight on this Tuesday evening, January the 2nd, 2024. Keys to the game. The Valley Tigers, Coach Udoff says, hey, we've got to get out, play good defense, set ball pressure, win in the paint, finish possessions, and love those 50-50 balls for Ankeny. They see rebounding, interior defense, and communication. Chris Morrow, what do you see in those keys as keys for you?
There's a lot of similarities of defense, and rebounding. And I think that's what it's going to come down to for Ankeny to beat Valley is you got to limit their shots, limit their possessions, and then take care of the basketball.
For Valley, it'll be Litt, Yeager, White, Moon, and Brown. For Ankeny and White tonight, Gage, Jacks, Williams, Keene, and Johnson. We're ready to go here. A couple of doubleheaders, or a couple of games for you tonight here on CISN. Glad to be part of your multi-screen viewing action as football is in the past. It's time for basketball. We're going to tip this thing up at midcourt. It'll be Elise Yeager and Jayla Williams, too, that we talked about in the open. And the opening tip is taken by the Hawks, and right away it's Savannah Gage, who came back from injury mid-December after the knee tear last year. She came back, provided a good spark at Southeast Polk, but an early turnover taken away there by Elin Litt. Yeager drives to the left. Nice pass inside, finds two right away for Avery Moon.
Very good drive there by Jager, and like we were talking before the game, that's where she makes a versatile move and a no-look pass for a bucket.
Gage now in the corner, makes a move to the baseline, loses control of the basketball, cutting. Jax is there, but Gage can't get rid of it. Now it's Johnson on the outside. Keene from three, sets, shoots, scores. Keene's got to be big for them. She only averages 11 points a game, and if they can get her started from three, I would imagine that's a good recipe for the Hawks. Early on, Yeager gets by Keene on the defense and scores, and she's going to get a chance at the traditional three-point play.
Right there, she gave up a straight line drive with no help side on the backside. Give up an easy bucket.
4-3 early on, Valley Tigers with the lead. We played just under a minute. And the free throw is good by Yeager. Gage facing some pressure. Johnson comes to midcourt, pulls up her dribble, almost worth the worst spot. Yeager picks her pocket, goes to work on the right side, puts it up, and won't go down. Rebound grabbed by Jackson, and we're going to have a foul on Valley out front. Looks like Elin Litt will get assessed. No, they're going to say it's on Yeager.
Yeah, right there is this kind of a silly foul. It's more of a frustration foul. Missed a layup. Don't want to get a foul 100 feet away from the hoop that early in the game.
5-3. Jax with it. Waits for Williams to get open. Valley doing a really good job keeping the ball out of Williams' hands so far. The 6:24 mark here in the first quarter. Gage puts the move on. Fadeaway, 6-footer, no good. Tipped around Yeager. There's a player, gets out front. That's Brown. The layup is good.
Valley's doing a really good job pressuring the ball. And like you said, they're playing a kind of a box and one, but it's more of a man and just deny Williams.
Gage has done a lot of the ball handling so far. They've kind of letting her get her touches. Jax, now Gage in that right baseline. Hawks down by 4, and we have a turnover. Timeout, Ankeny. Shot clock down to 17. Nate Toby quickly, the 30-second timeout. What's he talking about?
Well, there's just some confusion on the offensive end. I think they are confused on what to do because Jayla Williams isn't able to touch the ball. So their offense isn't able to run, and the other girls are trying to figure out what to do. So a good timeout there.
What's the key when you do have a player and you know it's not going to be the last time that Williams is going to be the focus of the scouting report? Of course, she's on the top of everybody's, but what do the other girls have to do in this situation?
You have to set away screens for her, double screens, and she's got to move without the ball and just keep moving, but a lot of screens for her to get her open.
Early timeout. Ankeny down 7-4. Valley with the lead. 5:50 to go first quarter. Williams will inbound it. Johnston leads Southeast Polk 16-6 at the end of one quarter. That game over at Johnson. Shot clock down to 9. Williams cross court. They quickly get it over now to Gage. 3, 2, the fadeaway goes in and hits it at the buzzer. Savannah Gage's first 2 points of the game. Cut the lead to 2.
Great take there and played through the contact with a great finish.
Litt doing a lot of dribbling, and she is going to be fouled a long way from the bucket by Savannah Gage. Her first foul, second team foul at the 5:20 mark. Those are the ones that drive you crazy, right, Coach?
Yeah, just don't foul that far away from the basket.
And I think Savannah knew it. Now Brown with it. Top of the key. Pulls it up. Go to Yeager. Williams steals it away. Now it's 3-on-1. Williams the move. The left side. The loop is underneath. She's fouled in the act of shooting. She'll get a chance at a pair here. And the first time we've seen Williams on the breakout, there was no way anybody else was going to get the ball right there.
No, she's just so quick with the ball, so strong. She's a very good player to watch.
Foul is on Ashley Brown. Jayla's first bucket is a free throw. The sophomore hits point number 1. She's 5th in 5A in scoring, and she has a chance to tie this game with another free throw. And she misses. Rebound, Valley and Yeager. And then good pressure, but Gage is in trouble. Jax comes to rescue. Now Johnson. Keene with it. Back to Gage. Top of the key. 3 looks short. It is. Tipped off to the right side. Brown, then stolen away by Ankeny. And it's a layup by Carson Jax. First lead of the game at 8-7 for Ankeny.
May see some pressure from Ankeny as Valley's kind of struggling to handle it.
Valley looked very smooth in that first possession, but what has changed?
It's just the more intensity from Ankeny on the defensive end, just making them feel uncomfortable with the basketball.
Yeager with it now on the inbounds. Litt comes to the wing. 8-7. Tigers trail for the first time tonight. Ball is kicked by Williams. More like her shin. She got so high up in the air.
Paul, if you watch this matchup between Jager and Williams, Williams is doing a really good job of fronting Jager. It doesn't make it look like that pass is available.
Litt with it. Shot clock now under 10. Brown gets by her defender, lays it out. Nice bank shot. Brown now with 4, and the Tigers back with the lead. Gage goes coast to coast, gets to the left block, waits for the trailer. That's Williams. Williams pulls up just inside the 3, misses. Yeager the long side rebound. Quickly up ahead, they go to Brown. The touch pass and the lay-in is good for Tylee White.
Valley looks like they're sending 2 girls right away when the shot goes up. Ankeny's got to do a better job of getting back right away.
Valley could push that tempo. They're back up by 3. The drive and foul. Gage will get 2. Foul is going to be charged to Avery Moon. Her first. And back to the line goes Savannah Gage. The Hawks on the season as a team shoot 72%, but they have missed 2 free throws in this contest. I mean, you only have a limited opportunity against a good team like Valley. You got to hit almost every opportunity.
Yeah, you can't leave easy points on the board against the top-ranked team in the state. You got to take advantage of those points.
It's like Mosier and Anselm come in for the first time for Ankeny. And now Kea Shatveld. And a couple of new Tigers in as well. One of them being Carrie Rose. Brown, nice move. Left shot is blocked by Williams. Loose ball in the paint is loose. Still rattling around. Keene throws it, tries to get it off of Rose, but instead Yeager collects. Her cross-court pass is tipped, and Keene finally completes that turnover. And great job by Valley getting back on defense there, Chris. Ankeny clearly. Williams cuts in and is fouled.
Yeah, really good job of Valley getting back there. But one of the keys of the game was 50-50 balls. I think we just had like 5 times for a 50-50 ball in that one possession.
Coach Udoff, his second year with the Valley Tigers, came from West Delaware, so he didn't have to change colors. But it absolutely changed the intensity from the WAMAC. In for Valley now is Kendall McDaniel, as Brown will take a seat as her second foul. Williams at the line. Now 2 of 4. She hits the second for 2 points. Back to a 1-point lead for Valley. Now Rose, nice drive to the hoop, and she is fouled. Pick one of the 2 white jerseys right there. Tyler Eason says it is going to be on Maddie Ainsley.
Rose did a very good job there of turning the corner and attacking downhill to get the foul.
She connects on the first free throw, the sophomore. Keene goes out, Carson Jacks comes back in.
Different lineup here for Valley. You have Jager and McDaniel in there, 2 post players, so we'll see how they run their offense next time down.
Rose hits both free throws, extends the lead back to 3. Anselme in the right corner, launches the high arching shot, goes off the right backboard. 50-50 ball is going to be a jump ball. And it'll be alternating possession arrow going to the Tigers. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. 13-10. Valley with the lead. And neither one of these teams are really slow at all. And we're going to have a foul, and it is going to be, they're going to call that on Yeager.
That'll be her second foul.
Centennial leads Northwest right now, 22-16. They're in the second quarter over at Northwest tonight. Going to sort this thing out. We're going to shoot. So Yeager picks up the second foul. So you have 2 Tigers with 2 starters Yeager and Brown both with 2 fouls. Long way to go here, Chris, but that's one of those things that can come back and be a story as the night goes on. Williams hits the first free throw. All 3 of her points have come via the charity stripe. It's back to a 2-point advantage for the Tigers. Williams' second shot is good, and now with 4. 13-12, a little full court pressure coming, and it's tipped by Jax. She waits for Rose to clear. Now Gage. Under 2 to play. Gage drives in, looked for some type of help, it never came. Great defense there by McDaniel. Rose with it. Has it swatted away by Williams. Williams is just going to turn around and say, beat me if you can. Williams to the hole, good!
What a tough move there. Went through contact with the finger roll with the finish.
That is a Jayla Williams play we did not see last year. That was an absolute aggressive play by Jayla. Hawks back with the lead. Nice behind the back pass or dribble by Litt. Hawk faithful. The small and mighty making noise here. Rose drives. She travels. Oh my. This is like a March game, Chris.
This is what I love. Ankeny's bringing the intensity. You have their whole bench in the game. The assistant coaches, capping. I mean, we don't have very many fans here, but that was loud.
Oh. They're just getting warm here in 2024. Hawks have the ball and the lead. 70 seconds to go, first quarter. Carson Jax, now Keene. She scored the first 3 points, but hasn't taken a shot since. Pulls up her dribble, great guard there by White. Coming is Jax. Jax backs down her defender. Gage thinks about it. Shot clock at 6. Gage, now Keene, sheds her defender, shoots, misses. Rebound is going to be Keene. She stepped on the line. Everybody else is just kind of watching that thing roll around.
Yeah, right now, Ankeny's just playing with more energy.
Cassie Johnson coming back into the lineup. Give Jayla Williams steal her 36 seconds. Kind of like what the Hawks do with Caitlin Clark, you know?
Yeah, it's a real smart coaching move. Just make sure she doesn't get a silly foul here on defense before the second quarter and give her a little break.
But really, it's been Jayla's defense that has been big so far in this first quarter.
Defense is leading to her offense for sure.
Litt sheds her defender, launches the 3, no good. Good rebound, put back up and good. Kendall McDaniel. Tigers back with the 1-point lead. We're at 10 seconds to go. Dribbling down with it is Jax, a cutting Keene, scores!
Good job there by Jax. Her defender turned, saw the back of her head and cut and got a wide open layup.
16-15, we've played one. Back in a moment.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Couple of lead changes. So far, pretty intense matchup. Ankeny 16, Valley 15. Quarter number 2 begins here on the Ankeny Activities Network on CISN, which is built by the Daniel Seifert Real Estate Team. Paul Yeager and Chris Morrow with you here. January 2nd, 2024. I'm just going to say it over and over again, Chris, because I have to get it into my head.
I feel ya.
Foul up front. Avery Moon picks up her second foul, and so we have a foul 12 seconds into the second quarter. Valley now with 3 players with 2 fouls, Yeager, Moon, and Brown. Fouls reset at each quarter. That's a new rule change. That didn't change here what the calendar did. That's the season. Nice move to the hole, and falling short is Gage because there were 3 Tiger defenders there, all with a great job. Brown, top of the key, gets a pick from Yeager and then pulls it back out. Another screen set. They swing it to Litt. Yeager posting up on Williams. That is a great matchup to watch. We're going to have another travel.
Yeah, Williams is doing such a good job of making sure she's fronting Yeager. Just working her butt off on defense.
Nate Toby has to step out of the way to let Jayla Williams inbound the ball. Coach Toby said, hey, we had a family practice this week where the parents could come in and see what they had. I see some of the parents sitting here. It's the faithful here tonight. Nice drive to the rack and score for Savannah Gage.
Valley's giving up that baseline drive, and the weak side help is just a little bit too late to get there.
18-13, or 18-15, biggest lead of the game for the Hawks. Nearly stolen and is by Gage. She gets her left hand up. Good volleyball move. Goes to work on Yeager. Lays it in. On the left-hand shot, Yeager has 2 fouls. Can't pick up the third, and it's a timeout. Valley Tigers as the lead goes to 5. Matt Udoff, he knows he has a good squad. This Valley team, it's been, Chris, let's face it, in 5A, everybody's looking up at Johnston. It's that race to see who is 2, 3, and 4. Valley thinks they might be that 2. Have you seen it tonight?
I have not seen it tonight. They just look like you're coming out of a break. There's 2 ways you could come out of a break. You really focus on what you need to get better, or you're a little sluggish like you start off the season again. And I always tell my teams there's 3 seasons. Before Christmas break, after Christmas break, and then hopefully there's that 3rd season, and that's getting down to Wells Fargo.
The thing about basketball is, and you know it from an early age, it is a long grind. It is a slog. You have to, you practice before Thanksgiving, you practice around Thanksgiving. You play before Christmas, you practice during Christmas break. Then you come and play when it gets cold and you have games and you just never know some nights. It is a grind.
Absolutely, especially in this conference.
CIML could very well have many, many representatives at the state tournament. McDaniel gets rid of it before she travels. Left 3 on the way, no good for White. Rebound slapped around. Cassie Johnson grabs it, gets it to Williams. Williams pushes it. Great defense by Yeager. What a way to get that right hand up in the middle of that passing lane. And then Keene does the same thing the other way.
Yeah, just these 50-50 balls are like every possession, Paul. It's you don't know what's going to happen.
Coach, you got to love it when you have players breaking in long pass lanes and getting a hand and not making that easy. Valley puts 4 on the line here.
Got a little mismatch inside.
Oh, Yeager gets past 2 White defenders and gets it in. Back to a 3-point lead for Ankeny. Gage. Now Williams for 3. Good.
Nobody knew where Jayla Williams was right there, wide open.
Oh, nice 3 on the way from Rose. Goes long. Litt gets help from McDaniel. Now it's Yeager from the NBA. That shot's no good. Gage with it. Savannah. Oh, underneath. Addison Keene. Oh, my. Keene now with 7. Another timeout. Valley.
Yeah, Paul, coach is really upset right now. 2 possessions, not all 5 girls know who they're guarding. They got to fix that right away.
Basketball is, I've been watching a lot of football the last few days, of course. It's all about matchups and basketball's really no different. It is about, you have to know where your defender is or who you're guarding at any given time. Right there, you're saying the last couple possessions, Valley has lost sight. Is that because they've made some type of change, or what are you seeing here that's maybe led to some of that? Where are they?
I think it's lack of communication, just not talking to each other. You hear the coaches over there saying match up the whole way down the court, and they still didn't match up. So you can tell that's why he was upset and called that timeout right away.
Now in the youth level, you go and point to your defender, and that's just a tip by Williams to Keene, back to Williams for 2. Williams now with 11. She started a little slow, only free throws, and now has hit double figures. And Valley has 2-on-1 up ahead. Litt fakes the pass and goes up for 2. Elin Litt, her first bucket of the game. And what was already a 10-point advantage is now cut back to 8. Inside Williams, bounce drop off the backboard, no good. McDaniel, great defense there. Yeager's long pass to Litt. White with it, inside to Yeager. Nice move, she traveled.
I think she may have switched her pivot foot maybe a little bit, but I didn't see it.
Is that the third travel I think we've seen Valley called for tonight? Ankeny 27, Valley 19. Savannah Gage has been involved in a lot of this offense here tonight.
I think Valley switched to a 1-3-1 defense.
All right, so now if you're Ankeny, what do you do? Oh, good jump there by Yeager. Disrupted it, shot clock down to 12.
You got to put a baseline runner. If it was me, it would be Williams, just because it would be hard to keep track of her.
Gage's shot is blocked. I don't know if that was Litt or that might have been Remsburg that got a hand on it. Valley with a chance to cut into this 8-point advantage. Valley having to work for everything tonight. Oh, good defense there on the block. Remsburg. Now McDaniel, turnaround shot, no good. Keene's there for the board. Keene finds Gage, who misses on that, and then Williams is going to foul Yeager on a very aggressive play. I think that's Williams' first foul. And the first team foul of the second quarter for the Hawks.
I was really impressed, Paul. Last possession, the Ankeny was on defense by Johnson on her defense. With the height difference, size difference, she stayed straight up and did a great job defending.
Remsburg had numbers for a moment. McDaniel with it, working hard and scores. They're finding McDaniel. They're seeing some type of advantage there. Ankeny just does not have the height to compete with McDaniel. A cutting Keene has it go off her right hand and into the hand of Valley. Now it's Litt. It was 1-on-4, and she passed it to Nate Toby. Problem is, he's not wearing a jersey.
I'm sure he wishes he was.
First-year coach for Ankeny. Trying to instill some new traditions, play homage to some of the things, and we're going to have an elbow on an illegal screen out front. And if that's on Yeager. That's her third. At the 2:42 mark here in the second quarter, write that one down if you're scoring, keeping notes of importance.
That's a big foul right there, putting her at 3 with a lot of time left in the third quarter.
Jade Mosier into the game for Ankeny, as is Schapveld. That's Jax, now Schapveld, and now Keene. Wide open Chatfield. 3, rattles around, no good. Williams fights, goes right back up.
She's just so athletic. Goes up and grabs that thing, goes up strong, gets a bucket.
Valley having a hard time getting it in, and in fact, they hit 5, and Jayla Williams is hobbling after that play. And if you're Coach Toby, your heart just skipped a little beat.
Might have rolled it a little bit when she was jumping up and down. Hopefully she's all right.
In the corner, 3 from Jax, no good. Long offside rebound, Remsburg, and then she loses the handle because Keene was right there on her.
Keene
Turnover.
and the official.
The official is in play. If the official is inbounds and it goes off the official, that is still an inbounds play. If the official is standing out, that's out. But you have to play the official. 2 minutes to play in the half. Ankeny with an 8-point advantage. Savannah Gage drives in. Left foot, now right hand. Fade away, shot no good. Great defense by Remsburg to deny that clean look. Litt guarded by Jax, gets by her. Now it's Remsburg at 15 feet. Good quick move into the corner to Walker. 3, no good. Rebound, Carson Jax.
Great job by Ankeny. All 3 girls boxed out. Left a big hole right there for a defensive rebound.
Into the corner, Keene. Thought about the 3, kicked her leg, good fake. Makes the move, drives, no contact, no foul. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Ankeny. 18 seconds on the shot clock with a minute 11 to play. Jax gets it into Gage. Savannah into the corner to Keene. Williams still on the bench after that ankle about 30 seconds ago. 3 is launched off the mark by Anselme.
Big 50 seconds here for both teams.
Oh, nice screen set. Good look at the basket there for Litt, and the rebound, Ankeny. Ankeny has number Keene. Has contact made as soon as that pass hit her in stride. And Addison's going to go back to the free throw line on the foul. Kiki Walker is whistled for that one.
Valley will get the ball with 35 seconds on the shot clock. So 1.8 difference till half.
McDaniel goes out. She has been huge tonight for Valley. She has played a very good defense and has been there on many offensive possessions as Keene hits the second shot. She now has 9, 10-point lead for Ankeny. Game and shot almost identical. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Walker, nice drive. Leaves it for her. Now the 3 is short. Rebound Ankeny with 12 seconds. Gage, you hear Coach Udolph say find the ball. Gage drives. It's tipped away. White with it. Shot at the buzzer is good if it goes. Oh! Wow. What a first half of Valley jumped out to a lead. Ankeny Ankeny was about to get run out of the gym in the first 3 minutes tonight here. Chris, what changed?
Ankeny settled in on defense, made Valley really uncomfortable, and then they just kept taking the ball to the hoop, getting to the line, getting easy buckets, and Valley just looks, like I said, coming out of Christmas breaks. So that's what's great about halftime. Make some adjustments, settle in, and let's play a better half.
Looks like they stayed up and watched that full Washington-Texas game last night all the way to the bitter end. Ankeny goes on a 15-6 run to end the half. They lead 31-21. We'll take a break and look around Central Iowa and kind of set the stage here for 2024 basketball. This is high school basketball on the Ankeny Activities Network on CISN, which is built by the Daniel Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Halftime here on the first game of the 2024 season. It's Ankeny 31, Valley 21. As this contest featuring two ranked teams, 7-2 Valley, 6-4 Ankeny. We'll take a look at the scoring and get you ready for the second half when we come back. It's high school basketball on the Ankeny Activities Network on CISN tonight, which is built by the Daniel Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player. We have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Okay. Halftime here, 31-21. Neither team's come back out, Chris Morrow. So you kind of hinted a little bit. What do you think Valley's talking about right now?
I think he's saying we have to take care of the basketball, value the possessions. I'm not sure what the turnover ratio is, but knowing Valley, knowing what they've done before Christmas break, I'm guessing we'll see a little different team of valuing the basketball.
Elise Yeager, 5 points, 3 fouls. 2 for Elin Litt, 2 for Tylee White, Avery Moon. Ashley Brown has 4. Carrie Rose has 2. McDaniel has 4. Those are some surprising totals.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you any different than that.
It's not the Valley team of scoring what they're used to scoring. And so they're at 21 points. I would like to see him pound the ball more inside with a two-post look with Yeager and McDaniel. But like you said, with Yeager with 3 fouls, they're kind of treaded lightly here to hopefully get to the fourth quarter.
But if you're Yeager and you hit a couple of threes, all of a sudden this game changes quickly because she has the ability to take over a game. She has shown that over her years at Valley.
Absolutely. And, Ankeny's doing a really good job of pressuring the basketball. Even on the high screen from Valley, they're switching a lot of things. And then you have one of the most athletic girls on the court with Jayla Williams guarding her. So she's just uncomfortable a little bit because how aggressive Williams has been playing her.
Ankeny is led by Jayla Williams, her 13 points, 9 for Ainsley Keene. And yes, Mom, I'm talking about number 23. Her mom wanted to make sure I mentioned, hey, you watch 23. I'm like, I know who Ainsley is. But 6 for Savannah Gage, 2 for Carson Jacks. Johnson, I don't think, maybe she's taken 1 shot. Nobody else has scored. We talked about that a little bit. After those first couple of players, it's kind of tough for Ankeny. Does that give you a pause for concern for the Hawks right now?
It does a little bit, but if you keep moving Williams around, trying to get her open, she draws so much attention to herself, and eventually you're going to have someone open. And so as far as me as a coach, I would say keep being patient on offense, but let's get some movement and let's make them really guard and work to keep Jayla Williams from not going off.
All right, we're about to start half number 2, but as we get ready, because it's going to be a moment before Valley is out, we talked about it just briefly right before the break. It really is in 5A. It's Johnson and everyone else. Who do you think are 2, 3, and 4 in 5A?
Man, that's a really tough question, Paul.
That's what I'm here for. I mean, you could easily put Valley in that 2, 3, or 4. Do you put – it has been numerous teams all year. Prairie has shown a little pop. Is it Southeast Polk? Is it Centennial? Is it Ankeny? Is it Dowling? Is it Northwest? I mean, Waukee. There are a lot of options, and I think there's a lot to play for in this month of January.
Yeah, just so many good teams, but I really like Pleasant Valley. They return a lot of people from a state championship team, so they're one to look out for, too, that I would put definitely in the top 4.
Valley last year, nice drive to the hoop and score 2. There's one way to get it going for Valley. Ashley Brown drives, and she is fouled, and we'll get the and 1. Foul is on Cassie Johnson, her first 16 seconds in to this third quarter.
Very good possession there by Valley. Just a lot more movement and looked more in rhythm.
And they get the offensive rebound there with White. Back inside Yeager. They do just like you said, Coach, go inside to her. Now it's 7. But Yeager's still out here on defense, and the hand check is called by against Elin Litt. Now, one thing that the girls High School Athletic Association, their director of referees, has said to the referees, we have to watch the hand check. That has been a point of emphasis here. Not surprised to see that call.
Yeah, she hand checked him, but she was also riding her with the hip and bumping her 2 ways. So most of the time, they're going to make that call.
Cross court before, we have an offensive foul. Looks like it's going to be a legal screen, and I think, and it is going to be Keene. Whistled for that, her second. And they've played 3 over at Johnston, and the Dragons lead the Rams of Southeast Polk 60-30. Coach Chad Jellick, he and I have frequent conversations. We spent a lot of marches together. I think this year looks to be no different.
Yeah, I think I saw something over break that they're ranked in the top 20 in all of girls' high school rankings.
It's very possible, that team. The three-pointer by White is no good. Rebound, though, another offensive rebound for Valley. They go White again, top of the key. Yeager, left, wide open, 3, no! Off the backside of the iron, Cassie Johnson rips it away. And Brown is harassing. And it's stolen away by Yeager. Great defense there, just jumped right in front of Williams. Brown, inside, Yeager, drop step. Oh, too easy. Timeout, Ankeny. Did you text Coach Toby or Coach Utah at half?
I'm not sure, but he sure made me look good. And it's the players that are making, everything I said, they're putting to a T. They're more patient. They're putting the ball inside, and they just look way more comfortable.
6-0 run to start the third quarter for Valley. They lead Ankeny leads 31-27. So it was a 10-point advantage, has disappeared rather quickly. In the first minute 40, Valley has scored 4 points with Yeager inside. It'll be Ankeny basketball out of the timeout, and you can expect some pressure. It's worked so far. Amazing what a little pressure does to get a team back in.
A little pressure and good halftime adjustments.
Williams with it. Nice backdoor cut. Keene, the left-hander, high off the glass. No good. Keene gets her own rebound. Tries to go back up, but gets it to Carson Jacks, who comes to the rescue. Carson's 3 is good.
Big shot right there to put Ankeny back on the scoreboard.
Assistant coach Gary Birdwell gets up off the bench, and when you can hear Gary over here yelling, you know he's feeling good about things. I want to see assistant coach Bert Hansen jump up and do the same thing. Bert, you're challenged. Inside Yeager and fouled by, it could be Williams or Johnson. 2, they get Williams. Up top to Moon. Now it's Brown. We have an off. And if that's on Yeager, that's 4.
That's a big call right there.
It is. Fourth at the 5:37 mark. And Coach Utah really doesn't have much choice, but he leaves her in. Savannah Gage, now Cassie Johnson. Cutting Jax, loses the handle. Almost a telegraph pass. Brown is there, but it's going to be White who lays it in. Avery Moon up ahead. Savannah Gage loses it, taken away by Elin Litt, who pulls it out now. Lead cut to 5.
Good decision there by Litt. Let's chill, let's get a good possession and get a good look.
Brown with the screen, misses on the 3. Ankeny with the board. Jax leaves it for Williams. Puts a move to the hoop, goes in, and it's a charge. Brown stepped up and took the charge. Other score, Centennial leads Northwest in the fourth quarter, 41-27. Here it's 34-29, but a foul. Foul number 3 on Jayla Williams. So we might get robbed of the Yeager-Williams battle in this final 10 minutes of this game.
It may come down to which team can survive and advance without their best player playing big minutes.
Well, you want to talk about a good test. Here's how you do it. Rose into the game. Now it's thrown to the front row of the bleachers. The cut by Litt. Kind of expecting her to jib. She jabbed, out of bounds.
That's one thing that I like to coach my players. If you're going to cut. If you're going to pop. Don't do in between because it's really hard for the person for the ball to guess what you're doing.
Savannah Gage had the wide open 3, cuts it in with a high off the glass 8-footer. Misses badly. Litt clears. Nice move. Litt to the hoop. No good. Rebound, though, for Carson Jax. 4 on 3. Knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Ankeny. Dowling leads Urbandale 36-14. That's in the second quarter. Maroons, I think the Maroons are in that top 4 conversation.
I agree with you.
Keene from way out misses long. Gets her own rebound and then throws it in to Carson Jax. Carson's floater, no good. Gets her own rebound again. Misses again. Third attempt is good.
What a great hustle play to save the ball there, give her chance, and then she got 2 offensive rebounds for a bucket.
That's how you get a triple-double, right?
That's a cheating way.
And that's the frustrating way, because you want to hit that first one. For
Absolutely.
sure the second. Litt with it. Now Brown. Nice move, nice pass, but stepping in is Keene. Brown at 10 seconds on the clock hits it.
Great defense there. Bad luck for Ankeny. Ball just handed right back up into her hands for an easy bucket.
Somehow Mosier, are you kidding me? Okay, that's on White. Mosier went to fix her hair and didn't know the pass was coming, had enough wherewithal to grab it. Oh, that could have been extremely ugly.
That's hair-eye coordination.
36-31, 2:42 to play. Nice tip taken away by Moon. Nice move to the hole, no good. And then McDaniel, who was the hero of the first half, who kept the Tigers in, nearly grabbed that one to save it.
Avery Moon's playing really good this third quarter.
Second half. kick to Keene in the corner. That is going to be through the net. Second three of the game for Ainsley. Back to an 8-point advantage for the Hawks.
We're seeing shifts of momentum here.
We're going to have a foul a long way from the basket. It's going to be charged to Carson Jacks. So now we're going to shoot 2, as that's the 4th team foul of the quarter. Both teams will shoot 2 shots the remainder of this third quarter. First free throw is up and good by Elin Litt, only her 3rd point, the senior. Averages 6 points a game. She's a 67% free throw shooter. You need that 67 to be more like 76, 86 in this point to get yourself back in, and hits a pair. XX for Litt. Back to 6-point advantage for Ankeny. Jacks with it. Gage was there for a moment. Switches it out. Now the 3 is launched. No good by Gage. Brown now to Litt. Nice drive to the hole. Reverse layup. No! Oh, what a move. Elin Litt. Man, she's fun to watch.
I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it the whole time. Take it to the hoop. There was no help side on the backside, and she had a straight line drive.
So is that a communication thing or just got beat?
Both.
Okay.
She got beat and no help side, so they weren't communicating.
As the free throw is good by Litt, so she's now has 5. Her last 3 points have come from the free throw line. And she misses that one, and the rebound is Carson Jacks. 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Schapveld's 3, no good. Good blocks out there by Moon to prevent Gage from getting that rebound. Litt with it. Nice move, kicks it back out to Rose. Try to get to McDaniel, and Johnson jumps the pass. That's too far up ahead for Schapveld. Hawks trying to push tempo.
We got a big substitute coming in here. Minute 12 left, and Rams is coming back in on the defensive end. She got to play smart here.
She has 3 fouls. Yeager has 4. As we approach the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. McDaniel was open. Catch, shoot, score. Makes it look easy.
Good hands there, and then good feet by not making sure she traveled.
I had a moment there. I felt like I was watching Audie Crooks. They find her reaching over everybody, and it was just smooth to the basket. Carson Jacks, top of the key. Guarded by Litt. Backs her down, kicks it out Schapveld. Now Johnson. Williams loses it. 7 on the shot clock. Hawks have to go. Tipped away. Stolen, absolutely. Going coast to coast, laying it up, and getting a chance for 2 shots is going to be Avery Moon. Cassie Johnson commits the foul. That one was probably one of the worst scenarios for Ankeny right there.
Yeah, just bad possession.
17.7 seconds. Free throw is good. Tigers pull it within 2. They trailed by 10 to start the half. Second free throw's no good, Williams, so Moon hits a 1. 15 seconds. Plenty of time in the third quarter for the Hawks. Jacks drives in, kicks it out. Schapveld over her head, and with 7 seconds, now the Hawks are trying to be maybe too generous with the basketball, you could say.
Yeah, just some big turnovers there in a close game, in a big game. You just got to take care of the ball there and get a better look than what they've had. So big possession here with 7 seconds.
Walker with it. And it is going to be off the foot of Rose and out of bounds. 3 seconds even. Hawks can get a good look, but if you're Valley, you absolutely want to disrupt this. Williams gets it, 2 seconds, 1. Lets it go at the buzzer. Good if it goes. Just a little too strong. She got a long way down the court. We played 3 quarters. 2-point advantage for Ankeny. 39-37. The final 4th quarter coming your way next.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to Dream Homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
A 16-8 third quarter for Valley erases all but 2 points of an advantage Ankeny had at half. 39-37 Ankeny leads as we go to quarter number 4. Paul Yeager and Chris Morrow with you here on the Ankeny Activities Network, seen on CISN, which is built by the Daniel Seifert real estate team. What do you expect here in the final 8?
You know, we've had flip-flop. It's just one team goes off and then the other team answers another team. So I think it's come down to who values the basketball the best in the 4th quarter.
Well, both of these teams have given some freebies to the others. The Hawks go back with their starting 5, as do the Tigers. Keene is locked up, has to get it away to Jax. Now Gage. A little more deliberate passing here. Gage, fade away, and 1.
That's a big-time move right there. Fade away from the basket, get the foul, and 1.
What do you see is Gage comes off that knee injury. She doesn't really exhibit any hesitancy. She's really, like, everything has gone through her in this game and in most of these Hawk games this year. She gets slow. Yeager, nice pump move, clears it away, and Yeager in now with double figures and 11, but still playing with those 4 fouls. Back to a 3-point advantage.
Jayla's got to continue moving, trying to move towards the ball and not stagnant on offense.
Keene pulls up her dribble. She's going to need help. Gets it from Carson Jax. Oh, Gage had a wide open cut if she took it. Shot clock down to 6. Keene pulls up at the free throw line and misses. Yeager collects the rebound. Nearly a steal. Brown's going to make him pay. Now with the extra pass to the left side by White. Good! Tied at 42.
Great extra pass there for the wide open 3 in the corner.
Williams on the block, fadeaway, has it knocked away by Brown. Gets it back, Keene for 3. Scores. Ainsley Keene having an outstanding game. 15 points, 3 threes. 6 minutes to play, Hawks back up by 3. Inside Yeager, back out. Now Moon, she traveled, yep.
Just got that foot going a little bit too much right after she caught the ball.
This is one of those games also going to tell you, close games, this is what you do. This is what we do. We do this. You don't want it to be the, oh, here we go again. Keene, the give and go. Gage, oh, she had her, would have had her defender up and then had it taken away by White. White, 1-on-2, gets tied up And they're going to call a foul on Carson Jacks. The home fans thought maybe that was all ball. Johnston has defeated Southeast Polk tonight, 74-46. Johnson defeated Southeast Polk. Is that what I said? Did I say Johnson defeat Johnston? Yeah, Johnson
No, you said
beat
Southeast Polk.
And the free throw is missed by White. Free throw missed. Yeager just goes up and over and gets that rebound. Tigers looking up at a 3-point deficit, get a second chance here after the double miss from the free throw line. Yeager gets it, Williams denies it. Also trying to play official. Litt. Pulls it up. Now with Moon. Oh, nice give and go to Moon. Yeager's there on the right side, shots missed. Keene takes the loose ball. Dribbles it in, now she's gonna challenge her defender and she's gonna draw the foul on Tylee White.
You know, Valley was set up really well right there. They had 3 people back, and then they kind of just left the ball.
Centennial and Northwest has gotten closer. Now it's a 4-point advantage for the Jaguars at the Wolves. That's another game you can see on CISN tonight.
It's another really surprising team by the Waukee Northwest. They're so young, and just playing really well for new coach Sam Powell.
New to the program, not new to basketball, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but you're so right. Each coach at each stop just feels that little bit of energy and refresh. Hard to think Sam Powell ever was not refreshed because that dude has energy like no other. Good pass inside off the long rebound. Now Brown is going to drive. Back to White. Looks like she shuffled her feet. Now Litt. Brown. Yeager's working in on Williams. Has to be careful. The 3. Good looking shot from Tylee White. Wow.
It's a really
Tied
good
it at
freshman
45.
right there. She's a freshman, right, Paul?
That would be the chant. If we had Valley students, they would say, she's a freshman. Williams has it taken away. And now Valley can take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. Litt the floater, good! Oh, the Tigers have come all the way back.
You see Bert Hansen standing up. You said you wanted it earlier. He's excited now.
We could tell Bert Hansen stories this entire timeout. Instead, we'll pay some bills. This is this is a timeout here on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Daniel Seifert Real Estate Team.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. I have been handing over keys to Dream Homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Elise Yeager's playing with 4 fouls. She also has 11 points, but it's been Tylee White, the freshman, back-to-back threes here in the fourth quarter, Chris Morrow, that have been huge for the Valley Tigers. It's somebody else stepping up. Is that your somebody else right now?
It is right now, and even big time that she's a freshman doing it. At this stage on a 5A level, best conference, it's pretty tough right there.
She's out on the floor right now. Hawks trailing for the first time since the first quarter. Keene gets a screen. Now Johnson loses it for a moment and then draws the foul on Yeager. That's 5.
Just got to be smarter there.
Tiger foul is on number 5, Elise Yeager. That is her 5th foul. Team foul number 3. Kendall McDaniel.
So with 3 minutes and 25 seconds, Elise Yeager will finish with 11 points and 5 fouls. It'll be somebody else for Valley. They have others that are wearing the jerseys. Keene's three. Rattles around, no good. Rebound. Carson Jacks, high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Moon for Valley. Inside to McDaniel. Ricochets off her hands. Jacks with it. Now Gage. Now Jacks. Carson shoots. Blocking foul. Going to be called on Valley. And it'll be Ashley Brown. Carson Jacks with 8 points tonight for the senior. Misses the front end of that free throw. 2:58 to play. Valley enjoys a 2-point lead. Missed again.
2 big free throws right there.
Looking for McDaniel down low. Johnson is fronting as best she can. And stolen away by Savannah Gage. 2-on-1. Gage to Williams for 2.
Almost a guaranteed bucket right there.
A little bit of Tiger trouble here in the backcourt. Pressure by Ankeny.
They gotta get the ball inside to McDaniel somehow, some way.
Lit leaves it for the freshman. Now back to Brown. Cutting. And foul is going to be charged to White.
A really tough pass to try to make right there. Cutting person right to McDaniel. Great defense by Ankeny. Big possession here, Paul.
Is that not a free throw?
No, it's a player control foul.
Player control foul.
Offensive foul.
Because that is the 5th team foul in this 4th quarter. So Ankeny will shoot free throws. Williams, nice pass for Keene. A Clark special, a Caitlin special right there. Keene just not quite at that precise moment when that pass was there. Turnover, again tied at 47.
Here we go.
Final 90 seconds. Wide open, looks, Rose's three, good! Five now for Carly. They find underneath on the right block and scoring to counter. Carson Jacks now with 10. 1 point lead for Valley. 1 minute to play. If this is anything we're going to see the rest of the way in 24 of this season, I'm excited.
Way to kick off the new year, huh?
I thought the fireworks were the other night. We're going to have a timeout, Valley. Matt Udoff says, let's take a full break, set ourselves, collect, and we'll step away.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Well, Chris, we thought we'd have a pretty good second half, and I think this one's anybody's ball game right now. You got fouls kind of favoring Ankeny. But Williams is just hanging around that 3. She has not been the same here in the second half. In fact, I think, well, she had a really good third quarter. She's only scored 2. You have to get her in the mix, right?
Yeah, she had the ball in her hands last possession. Just a really unselfish player. Try to give it up. I would have liked to see her take it in for a layup, but the ball's got to be in her hands on this last possession.
Valley has it out of the timeout, up by 1 and 14 seconds on the shot clock. They get it into McDaniel. Returns and gets some help from Elin Litt. Shot clock at 10.
You cannot foul here because of a shot clock real reset.
Litt down to the ground. Ball is loose, and we're going to have a tie ball, jump ball. It'll stay with Valley. 1 second.
Does the shot clock reset?
One second on that shot clock. And I don't think Coach Udoff, he yelled a call right away.
Here's where you got to just throw it into the side and go up with it and hope you get a foul.
Well, all right, so if you're Coach Toby, what do you say? When you say don't foul, but you also have to defend and not giving up something easy.
If it's me, Coach Toby has 2 timeouts. This is a big possession right here. You have to have help side. I would front with the backside help and make them skip it. Make them think that that pass is open and jump it, and maybe you get a wide open lane.
Centennial is up by 5 points with 3 seconds to play. Looks like the Jaguars are going to start the new year with a win on the road. Valley trying to get a win on the road here tonight at Ankeny. They lead by 1, have the ball, 1 second on the shot clock here.
Actually, Paul, what I would do, you got the most athletic player, make her jump like crazy and get a tip, and that's what she did.
Ball never goes in. They'll just have to reset it, and now it'll be...
The shot clock should be gone. She had a tip. It should be over.
It was tipped in that indicates that the ball has gone into play.
Shot clock should be done. We had a tip. There is no point in shot clocks. If it was Toby, I'd be asking about this.
They're not going to take that time off. It's still going to stay there. The shot at the buzzer, no good, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Litt threw it up hard off the left glass. Rebound didn't matter because it didn't hit iron. But now Valley is going to put some pressure on here, leading by 1. They're going to put somebody at the front. I think the Hawkettes. Williams gets it in, and she'll dribble it up with 30 seconds.
You attack to the rim. You get a foul, you're going to the line.
Ankeny down by 1. Coach Toby just says, we're just going to dribble it over here, take time out. Would you have run that down a little bit more?
No. And the reason is I'm talking as a coach here, sorry. You have one more timeout if you need it. I would settle my players down, make sure that they know what they want to run, and, like we said, get the ball in Williams' hand. I would get the ball in hand to her and have her drive downhill. Try to get that foul.
Williams with 15 points. She's a 78% free throw shooter. If anything, you might want to say let Carson Jacks take the ball because she has missed a couple of free throws, but she's good at handling the basketball. So there is a little bit of a trade-off. She can sometimes hit that big key 15-footer. But you're thinking Williams all the way here?
I think the ball's got to at least go through her. She's got to touch it. Maybe a 2-man game with those two. Pick and pop, maybe. I'm guessing they may face guard her, too.
There's a look at the Valley bench as Coach Nathan Toby in his first season as the Ankeny head coach stands next to Addison Keene, who will inbound the ball with 21.8. Coming to get the ball is Jax. She'll drive.
Great call.
And she is fouled.
Great set there out of a timeout.
By Rose. Carrie
We had
Rose.
a little misdirection there. They thought the ball was going to Williams. They tried to send her through a double. All the eyes went to her, but she let her wide open late.
Jax hits the first free throw. She'd missed her last two, ties it at 50.
So they come down to a defensive stop.
And hits the second. Jax now with 12. The Tigers have the ball, 17 seconds and a timeout. They go quickly underneath, knocked away by Keene, out of bounds, but she's out of bounds. The freshman White had stepped out of bounds, had not reestablished herself inbounds, and that is a turnover.
Timeout. I would say,
Why not call it?
here's the reason. Now you have no timeouts. If you can't get the ball in, you have the 5-second call that you can't go into a timeout. But that's why I'm up here, and Toby's coaching down there. I'm sure he knows what he wants.
But that's
So-
why we like you in the position to give the coaching thought. That's one of the joys here, Chris. You've had a busy December. You're going to have a busy January, February. You got a lot of games here. We're putting you to work, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's great being around the game, seeing what other coaches do in situations like this. So even though I'm calling the game, I'm still up here learning.
Are you? Do you get nerves at this point for either one of these coaches? I'm shaking. 12.2. Ankeny has the ball at a 1-point lead. If you're Valley, do you foul right away? Before the inbounds?
No, I think you try to get a trap if you can and see if they can throw it away. But
If you get to the 4.5 mark and you're Ainsley Keene, you're throwing this thing deep, right?
yes, but make sure you're not throwing it out of bounds, because if you have a no touch, it goes right back to where the ball is.
They get it in to Gage, and Gage is going to be fouled.
I'm very impressed with Coach Toby in these last 35 seconds. Great offensive set out of a timeout, and then a great set down here to get the ball in to one of their best free throw shooters.
Whereas before they had looked for Jax, this time they look for Gage. Again, neither time, as the first free throw is hit by Savannah Gage, she now has 10.
So even though if she hits this, game's not over. Freshman Weiss can hit that three. Do you foul here, Paul?
That's a thought, and I think that's exactly what Ankeny's going to do. Carson Jax does, or no, that's Savannah. That was Jax that fouled, but there is not a free throw. That's only That's only foul number 2. You can foul her the whole way up the court.
I would. Just make sure you don't do it while they're shooting.
And don't get caught doing it intentionally.
Foul now.
Foul now if you're Ankeny. Lit with it, and Lit goes forward at midcourt. Let a little bit of time go off. Carson Jax whistled for the foul. That's only team foul number 3. So now it'll be Valley basketball and a timeout. Still a three-point advantage. They'll put this thing in from one of the, that's again another point of emphasis, is the new throw-in zones, and this one will be right here in front of us.
So both teams are out of timeouts. Again, coming from me up here, I would put Jayla Williams on the ball, angle her so her shoulder is right to the sideline, making them throw it towards their basket and making her jump like crazy and see if she can get a tip.
So you're putting Williams on the ball?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
she's so athletic, she can get a tip.
You wouldn't think that she would preserve you better under the hoop?
No, just because she's so athletic, she can jump so high. If you angle her to make him throw it back into the backcourt, time starts. You can foul again in the backcourt.
Next foul puts Valley on the line. 4.6 seconds to play. Ankeny by 3.
Not next foul. They got 2 to give. On the 5th, they go the free. 5th.
Williams on the ball. They get it into the baseline. Keene tips it away. And boy.
If college, my voice is going.
You'd go to the monitors,
we
right?
We would go to the monitor on this one. I think we may have had a second touch.
And they're actually huddling a little bit. And now we're going to look at how there wasn't really any time that went off. 0.2 of a second. 4.8, now down to 4.6. They're going to program it down to, I'm going to guess, somewhere around 4.1.
When are we going to have monitors in high school games, Paul?
Well, it's a matter of you have to have the same amount of monitor availability for all the games.
I don't think we'll see it.
I don't think we will. And we've talked
It's
about
too
it.
much
We've
money.
asked Jean Berger at the state tournament if we would ever have replay, and she says no. 4.3, so they take a half of a second off. Inbounding it is Brown.
Now you really got to make her jump. Jayla
Williams is trying to push it baseline. She jumps up, 3 seconds, gets it in baseline, and that's going to go out of bounds. Turnover, and Ankeny is going to win this game if they can get the ball in. If they can get the ball in.
Just throw it deep. I would have put Jayla Williams there on that. Yep, and just send her.
She's going to run like her brother would run a running back
Streak.
wheel route. All Keene has to do, and that's what they do. Throw it, get it into her. And they're going to foul Savannah Gage with 3.2. You throw that to Williams, and this game's over, right? But again, the defender was right there in Keene's face. It would have been really hard. The last thing you want to do is have it tipped right back into you and turn the ball over. As Gage goes to the free throw line, she hit the 2 to give the Hawks the lead, hits another. Gage now with 12. That's her points per game contest, and now makes it a 4-point game. And the Ankeny Hawks are going to win their first game of 2024. And a game they led by 10. Litt throws it up at the buzzer, and that is how it ends. 55-50, Ankeny. The win.
What a big win for the Hawks.
Valley led the majority of the first quarter. Ankeny was able to get the lead going into the end of the first quarter. They led by 10 at half. Valley comes out and scores a quick 6 points in about 90 seconds in a 16-8 third quarter, but it's a 16-13 fourth quarter, and Ankeny wins tonight. And if you're Coach Toby, this is what you did all those practices for in the off time.
Yeah, they just kept their composure under tense times. And, you know, like I said, I'm just very impressed with him tonight. Some big calls there towards the end of the game. And great draw-ups. Very good job of coaching by him tonight.
Savannah Gage tonight finishes with 13. Her last 4 points. No, all of her fourth quarter points. She scored 7 points in the fourth quarter, and they were all from the free throw line, and that is really your difference in the game. Carson Jacks, 12 points. Williams, 15. 15 for Keene, none for Johnson or anybody else, for a total of 55. For the Valley Tigers, 7 from Litt, 11 from Yeager, who fouled out at the 3-minute 25-second mark of the fourth quarter. White had 8, 5 for Moon, 8 for Brown, 5 for Rose, 6 for McDaniel. Tigers come up short tonight, but if you're Valley, you absolutely fought hard, and these are some cleanup things. I don't even know what you clean up if you're Valley, because if you can keep Yeager on the floor, this is a different game.
Yeah, it's just, I guess if you had to choose one thing, it's just taking care of the ball a little bit better. Some unforced turnovers, I guess. But, you know, like we talked about, every night in, you're going to have a battle, no matter who you play. And you got to chalk this one up as this is preparing you for that third season that we're talking about.
Ankeny will host Urbandale on Friday. Valley will be at Waukee. So 2 tough games ahead. No easy off nights in the CIML. For Chris Morrow and our producer, director, and everything else, Andy Pollock, I'm Paul Yeager. Ankeny wins tonight, 55-50 over the Valley Tigers. Thank you for watching the Ankeny Activities Network on CISN, which is powered and built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. Good night from Ankeny.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to a brand new home. I have been handing over keys to dream homes in the Des Moines Metro for 20 years. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Sound advice, savvy negotiating, exceptional customer service, and the keys to living your best life are just the start of what you get when you are working with me and my team. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here to show you amazing open houses we're hosting this weekend. Let's take a look. I've been working in metro real estate for 20 years, and with my team in Prairie Trail, we've been helping families find their perfect home in my hometown, Ankeny. We can't wait to see you this weekend at our open houses. Talk with you soon.